Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. Really appreciate you guys making some time out of your day to watch the video. And today we are going to talk about the right way to hold a bait casting reel, because I see a lot of different, watching guys fish throughout the country, co-anglers and just people fishing. I see a lot of people holding the bait cast reel wrong, and I sort of assume that a lot of people know how to do it. But today I'm going to show you guys the correct way to hold your bait cast reel. It allows you to be a lot more efficient, gives you a lot more power, gives you better feel with it. And you may or may not be doing it wrong, but I'm going to show you there's three ways that most people hold a bait cast reel, and there's only one way that's correct. So I'm going to show you what that is. So anyway, let's get into this a little bit here, just a short video. First of all, I'm going to show you the couple incorrect ways that I see people holding it. One of the ways that I see a lot of people holding their bait cast reels is like this. They'll make their cast and they grab a hold of it like this above the reel, where they've got their hand on the rod blank ahead of the reel, and they put the line in their fingers like this. And they think that they can, for some reason, they think they can feel a little bit better with the line across their fingers. Guys, this isn't going to help you out any at all. It's not like you're crappie fishing and you got to have your line on the fingers. You're not going to get any more sensitivity holding this in there, and you're in a very poor position right here. Number one, you're in a poor position to manipulate your lures and work the baits correctly. You're in a poor position to set the hook. You're in a poor position to fight the fish once you do set the hook on it. So if you're one of those guys that fish like this, I see even some good fishermen do it. Get away from this. The next thing a lot of people do is they see the trigger bar under there. They put one finger under it like that, and they're fishing like this, just with one finger under it. Now this right here, there's a couple reasons why this is not the best way to fish it. Number one is you don't have your hand on the reel, so you don't have the feel across it. And you're sort of in an awkward position because the only power that you have is on your trigger finger and the handle. You're not using any of the bulk of the reel to gain power on it. Another thing like this is when you set the hook, the handle will tend to twist a little bit, and it gets you out of position, and it just feels really unbalanced. But I see a lot of guys that when they're beginning, they put one finger on the trigger and they think that's where their trigger finger is, so that's where they feel it needs to go, and they work it like that. You see a lot of amateur fishermen that just get into bait casters, hold their reels like this. The correct way to do it, guys, is take your palm here and put the trigger finger in the middle of your two fingers like this, where you've got two fingers in front and two fingers in back. This way, what you have is you've got a solid base across the reel handle. You've got a finger up here below the reel, and you've got your thumb on the reel itself. And this gives you a tremendous amount of leverage and power when you have that thumb up there in that position. So this right here, when you got your hand across it like this gives you the maximum wrist power to work and manipulate a lure like a jerkbait, or trying to put action on a lure. It gives you the maximum hook setting power. It gives you the maximum leverage when you're actually fighting the fish, and it gives you the best position to make a multitude of casts as far as right-handed and left-handed casts. So this is the correct way to hold a bait caster. I like to put my finger up a little bit higher there. I usually have my thumb, right here on the left side of the spool for the most part, and just fishing like that. So a lot of people, you may be one of those guys that are using it, what I consider wrong. And, if it's comfortable with you, I know it's hard to break away from that, but I can promise you, if you guys just change it to putting that between the two fingers like there, you're going to find yourself a lot more efficient. You're going to be a better caster. You're going to get better hook sets. You're going to get better action on your baits. It's just a matter of making that switch out. It's not too late, even if you're not doing it the right way. So quick video here, guys. Again, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated, and we'll talk to you guys later.